Happy hump day, everybody. Happy hump day. Welcome aboard the Tommy Williams Show. How's everybody doing today? Trying to get myself organized. It's a rainy day down here. I need to assist my twisting action because I had carpal tunnel surgery in July. It's been quite a summer. Bilateral carpal tunnel surgery. So I had both hands done at the same time. Crazy. And you said it's gloomy here in North Carolina. Yeah, it's gloomy here as well. Yeah, gloomy. We gotta make it work, right? We gotta make it work. We gotta bring the sun from the inside. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's only climate. Can't let that control your life. You could control your own climate in your car, right? In your house. Fuck it. Control your own climate inside of your body, you know? Be warm and fuzzy. Exactly. Yeah, hats off to everybody today. Whoop, there's the bald guy. I'm really excited about today. I've had lots of thoughts today about my first episode, because today's will be the first episode. Now the big monster in the room, and I was thinking about this, is like, you know, please, Tommy, let's be real. You are a somebody, but in the land of media and all this stuff, it's a step. But it's not my first print. My print is already in the sand from a pioneer from my family. Lots to be said, I know. So there's lots going to be said from me, right? I've been trolling around, you know, since I got involved with this whole stuff and quarantining. I've become quite the troller and quite the media person, social media, and in my own right to say. I mean, I'm probably really not doing too much for anybody else's, you know, standards, but for myself, it's like, wow. So, when you have a sister who you love dearly and you know all your life, because I'm the youngest, so all my life I've known my sisters and my parents naturally. And it's not painful to see what's being said and, you know, hang in and the bloggers and all that stuff. But if I go out there, right, like today, to this evening when I do my taping, and I don't address the monsters, right? And she's not a monster. Well, sometimes. But if I don't address the big piece, and I just stroll along like la-di-da, and this is what I'm doing, and blah, 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 it's giving a disservice, I think, to my relationship with Wendy. It's giving a disservice to the person that I am, right? If I'm one that speaks the truth or speaks my mind, how am I going to twist around and squirm around in a seat and not talk about anything? So I will be, you know, with pleasure and joy. And yeah, so when I was running this morning, my 5.2 miles, yeah, what's up? I was saying, you gotta say something, right? And I'm looking forward to it. It's a great month. It's a great, you know, new year coming in, and it's a strong finish to the 2020, I feel. You know, we have the potential virus antidote on the rise. We have new presidency. We have lots going on, and I'll let you all be the judge of your own, criteria for a good, strong ending of a year. But to me, I think that we're going out strong, and I'm making sure I do, because we won't get these days back. And when I was running today and listening to Big L, he's a New York rapper who passed away early on, way too soon. Big L. Big shout out, rest in peace to Big L. He was nice. For those hip hop enthusiasts from back in the day, you know about Big L. Anyway, way too soon, left his footprint, and people still listen to the music. I know I do. And I was watching Wendy and Rakim, as she was interviewing Rakim and, stuff. And I was just, it might have been like 2 a.m. I woke up and I get in the habit of just looking on my stuff now, with my wife and I having quarantine, it brought in a new rhythm. It's like she's in her room, it's weird. We even come together for, the moments, and then we go back to our corners, and it's like it works. And I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to speak on so much stuff that's just, I think will speak to everybody. It's a shift, and you have to make accommodations for any type of change that looks like it might be, there for a while. You got to adapt. So gone through some adaptations in my household and my thought processes, and it's worked. And so I want to share. Yeah, see, I want to share. I don't know. So much. Morning time. Hope everybody's doing great. It's a shorts day today. Shorts, shirt, this is what I'm going to be wearing, I guess, on my first episode, I'm not too drastic. I was thinking, I'm not a suit and tie guy. I mean, I could clean up pretty well, I like to think. But, maybe when I have, like, politicians come on and talk, maybe I'll throw a button-up shirt on or something like that. Maybe shorts still down below, naturally, but... because after I finish whatever I'm doing, I'm sure I'll be going to the pool or a beach. Doing something. Yeah, big shout out, everybody. Happy hump day. Right? It's all about our day. Yeah. Wow, I didn't know so many people had hopped on. All right, so yeah, Big L, yes, yeah, that's the guy. Yep, I was watching all kinds of stuff. I was watching, who's the gay rappers and all that stuff. You remember they had that big controversy back in the day. Wendy took part. That was during her radio show days, and boy, she had so many enemies, so many people fearful of coming on the show. You had to be extra manly. Yo, what up, sis? It's like Wendy would put her superwoman goggles on and be able to see right through people. Yeah. The tougher, the more protected they are. I could dig it. I was around. Trust. Yeah. Lots of fun times with that girl, man. I'll tell you. We had some fun times. She was talking about cocaine addiction, and she lost like 10 years of her life. I can't say I lost 10 years of my life. I mean, we rode hard, man. And I try to be conservative because, I'm all into health now. But you know what? Had my dealings with the devil, right? If you want to say it like that. But, in life, you slip and slide. You make wrong decisions. I made plenty of them. Plenty of wrong decisions, yo. And, but I did it all with my chum. My big sister, she was a roadie, and I was very private in my life, had a big ego and still do, and she does as well. So she didn't want to invite everybody into the whole big, this is what we're doing. So we worked well, we gelled, we were besties, still are. If I could answer it, I mean, I've, You know, I've done some things, and we've shifted. But let me tell you something. From me to her, from me to you all, I'm her #1 fan. Always have been. She actually used to interview me back when I was like in the single digits, and she might have been like maybe 8. I was like 8. She might have been like 11. She used to come in my room and be a roving reporter, right? You probably heard her talking about it either in some literature or you know, whatever, some books that she's written or some commentary. But the roving reporter, and she used to come in there with a goodie brush. You remember, ladies, the goodie brushes you made by Goody? She had, I think it was like a purple one. It was a purple one. She used to come in there and into my room. You know, there was no locking of doors when we were kids, and say, "Look, I want to interview you. I want to interview you in 5 minutes." What am I doing? You know, I'm not doing anything. You know, playing with my Tonka trucks, and you know, probably behind closed doors, figuring out what's going on with my growing up, and you know, what the hell's going on with the wiener? Why is it standing like that? So I was like, you know what? Fine, I'll be right in. Let me get myself together. And I'd go in and we'd, you know, she'd chop it up with me and say all kinds of stuff and do reporter questions and all kinds of hypotheticals. And they were always so kind of like, oh, I don't want to get into them because they were so saddening. But she was definitely on the cutting edge early on. And I think that's what I loved about her. There's just the intrigue and the boldness. And even though it made me uncomfortable, being interviewed by her, even though it wasn't about me, like it was, but it was like, what ifs? What would you do if mommy and daddy weren't here and we had to just live on our own and figure it out? I'm like, well, what the fuck, man? Where are they going? You know? She was like the devil, man, coming in there with those doggone questions, I'll tell you. But I love her, and I get her, and I get the people too, and their comments and things. But I also get Wendy, and one thing that it just resounds in my mind today is the constant question of, what do you think? Should Wendy quit, or should they get rid of Wendy's show? Hell no. Hell no. Shame on, well, not you all for thinking that, because you all don't really know. Or maybe you do. For those who know, then those who know. First of all, if they did, she would only pop up like a weed somewhere else and be even bigger in a bigger bunch. So it wouldn't be a matter of smashing her. It would just be a matter of suppressing her for the moment, seemingly. But we need those Renaissance people, the people that change, the people that have to deal with, the people that are on their sleeve with everything that we could look at. Hey, look, she's a critic. You know, we're all critics. We're all critical, right? She just does it outwardly. We just sometimes don't take ownership. I don't talk about people. No, I don't do it. You do so. If you're at the bus stop or you're on a train, you see somebody with a funny looking outfit on, you might look, you might stare, and if you're with somebody, you might poke them. That's a critic. We need critics. We need humor. We need realness. We need Tommy, damn it. Yeah, boy. Yeah, I know. You can't keep her down. I know. Absolutely, Tommy. Yeah. The people's choice. You know, I was going to go with the people's choice with Tommy Williams, you know? And it wasn't about me or the ego or anything like that. It was like the people's choice. You all have choices to make, right? And then I said, oh, I had it. I was like, yeah, I sent it over to the people and everything. And then my friend was like, the People's Choice Awards were just on last night. I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. The People's Choice Awards. The Rock is the People's Choice. I think he goes by the People's Choice. I mean, I don't like to have, you know, so anyway, I ended up Tommy Williams, the Tommy Williams show. Fuck it, right? Who cares? Am I riding? Is it the Wendy Williams show? No, it's Tommy Williams show. Am I a Williams? Yeah, so why aren't I using my last name, first name, last name? I would say the Tommy show, but I mean, it's not the Rugrats. It's not a cartoon, not yet. Well, fun. But I mean, I had to keep it, you know. It's not going to be like the Thomas, get down with Thomas Williams. You know? No, no. I'm Tommy. Always have been. Well, except for college, I was Mingo. My dad's nickname was Mingo when he was in college. He went to Lincoln University, HBCU, and went there from 49 to 53. That's 19. And his nickname was Mingo. Prior to that, it was Red. I was talking to him the other day. He's like, you know, and he tells me a story at the same time, all the time, all through my life. My nickname around my block was Dirty Red, you know? Some people just called me Red, you know? I was like, all right, Dad, great. Because he had red hair or reddish highlights, you know? Clearly, you can't see any red in there now. But you still see hair. I'll give it to the man. Damn it. Damn it, man. That's my mother's side's fault. My mother's side. All the uncles bald, right? Or else whippleized. You remember old school people, Mr. Whipple? So they were whippleized. I wasn't down with the whipple. I was down with the bald head. So I've been bald, actually, folks, since 1987. Since 1987, I've been just like this. Jackass right there. Yeah. Hopefully you all are having a nice commute or a nice morning thus far. I'm really, really excited about today. I wish it was live. I wish it was live so that I can take on calls and, you know, take on, you know, questions and stuff. You know, I'm so ready. I'm going to talk to the people because I think moving forward, I just want to do live shows. I really do. And if I have guests, then maybe, you know, they might not want to go on live, or maybe there might need some editing issues or something like that. It's not a kid's show, so if I slide out some verbiage, then, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's not like I'm going to be whipping out or anything like that on anybody. I just want to, you know, sometimes I just get a little comfortable with a little cussing, as it were. I wanted to play some music. I wanted to just relax and do some other stuff. But, you know, I find that you all, and you know what? I guess this is how it's going to be, because I haven't really gotten a chance to look at you all's responses. So I guess this is kind of how it's going to be tonight when I talk, when I do my thing. I'll think of what you all might be saying, but I won't really know, man, because you're not going to be live with me. It's going to air probably Saturday, the first episode. I'm going to find out what this editing thing's all about. I'm learning as I go, folks. I have people stacked up that want to come on for commentary. I mean, not commentary, but for conversation. And I'm excited about that. I have principals. I have, you know, politicians. But you know what? I've been thinking a lot about just backtabling those folks, because I'm sorry for people for, you know, having you get all ramped up. And you will come on the show. But I want to have, you know, regular schmoes like me. You know, people who are in front lining it, getting up, going into work, grinding it out, and things have changed. You know, people that go to the supermarkets and you know, raising kids, and things have changed, right? That's what it's all about. Understanding, relating, and then throwing in health and wellness. You know, mental health is a big piece. I'm going to talk about that. And I'll have professionals on to give some, you know, opinions and give some stats on, you know, what's going on with the world, with the nation, with the world. I plan on getting across the water with my conversation and talking to people and have them bump in, you know, and we have conversations. Okay, TW, one and only. That's a different name. Yeah. You're right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, I don't want there to be any boundaries, no limitations. Conversation. We're all going through the shit, right? We all need to be healthy. We all need to be positive. We all got this day and this day only that we know of. Tomorrow's not promised, right? So it's like that. No, it's just like that, actually. How about some music? Get a little hyper. See what the radio's doing. Good song right here. Good song on a rainy day. Oh, I was just thinking. Talk radio, not so much. It sucks the life out of me in the mornings. You know, I like talking, I like thinking, and I can't think if somebody else is sharing what they think about stuff. You know, just can't do it. Some people can, lots can, apparently because the ratings are up. But speaking of talk radio, I did speak to my not pal, but I did speak to my chum. You thought I was going to say something else, huh? Charlemagne! Give a big shout out to Charlemagne the God, right? Good guy right there. I tell you, that guy, he's all right. He's all right by me. I've known that guy for a long time. Long time. Seen him in a lot of circles and a lot of situations. And I will tell you this. He's a stand-up cat. He knows about my plight. He knows about what I'm doing. He kind of, sort of. You know, I talked to him early on when I, was like, hey, man, I have COVID. You know, he was like, oh, man, word. And we talked and we shared and he cared. And so do I, and, every once in a blue, we'll touch up. And I think that's important. Life is about balance, I don't have any enemies, and I'm not going to start with somebody else's, situations, You take people as they come into your own life, and then you assess, and you make a determination, Why have an enemy in somebody? Why not just say, you know what, I'm just not going to deal with them. That way there's no enemy. It's just somebody you just don't really, associate with. There's nothing wrong with that. But anyway, yeah, he's a good dude. Cool dude, man. Big shout out to Charlemagne. Good shows, man. No disrespect. I don't watch. I watch, like gossipy type TV sometimes, but talk radio, I just can't, because it's all about talk and I'm all about thought, and I can't think if somebody's sucking up my space. Sometimes I can catch on and I can, get in there and relate and do whatever, but, that in properly. Sorry about that, folks. Took a big right and the phone took flight. Well, didn't have time to really talk to anybody else this morning. I guess we spent enough time. How long have we been on the phone? We've been on here for about 23 minutes. Not bad. My show's gonna be like probably 30 to 45 minutes. All right, folks, this is that bad area where I get bad connection. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. Thanks for joining. Have a wonderful day. Happy hump day, everybody. Thanks for joining Tommy Williams, and be on the lookout for my podcast.